publicly announced, the Mayor and I, that the department and his city would be forming a technical task team to deal with problem buildings across the city. We wanted the task team to identify, I only said 2 or 3 buildings, but I think we've got like 20 or 30 now, which is great. A number of buildings that we could find solutions together on. And soon these properties will be released for requests, for proposals to help us find solutions on how best to use them. Imagine properties such as the police barracks no longer standing empty and being an eyesore when you drive into Durban, but either being used by a state agency if it feels that it needs to, or by the private sector who may want to refurbish it or redevelop it. Imagine the former hijacked Excelsior Court building in the Berea no longer forcing residents to be hostages in their own homes, rather a modern residential development that generates rates for the city and a building that takes pride of place in its community. Imagine the number of historical buildings either owned by the national or provincial department or the city being repaired through a partnership with the private sector and being used for both public and commercial uses, and will soon be replicated countrywide. This, I want to say, is also a very strong signal to the property and private sector, not only in KwaZulu Natal but across the country, that we are putting words into action. Today shows you how serious we are about crowding in the private sector into utilizing state assets. I want to say that the opportunities are truly boundless. And this is what we mean by when we say public assets for public good. Instead of communities complaining to our councillors about public property in their areas, around the state of them, we are going to use them to attract investment and increase tourist and business activity. And with additional investment, it means more growth and more jobs. And this is what we so desperately need. This is how we turn South Africa into a construction site and how we turn the Department of Public Works and Infrastructure into an economic delivery unit in our country. This MOU we are signing is to formalise this working relationship between the 3 spheres of government as we work closer to achieving our common goals. In this regard, I really want to publicly and sincerely thank the MEC and the Mayor and their officials who have been delegated to this task, who have all played an important role in getting us to where we are today. We are collectively charting a new way forward towards using our assets for public good, turning South Africa into a construction site and growing our economy.